Welcome back to another episode of Raw as I fiddle around for my remote. We're kicking it off with the Ikonics. With some women's tag team action. I took a moment there because I thought we were in the default Raw arena. And I was like, we shouldn't be in that. But no, we're not. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. The Ikonics. And their opponents, the new women's tag team champions. They've not brought the belts with them for some reason. I think it's because they're not assigned to the show, but it's fine. They are the champions. And they've got their manager Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne's taking this championship win as a win for British Strong Style. He posted on Twitter, BSS always wins. And Rhea Ripley replied simply with a Australian Kiwi flag. Because I forget whether she's Australian or Kiwi. Pretty certain she's Kiwi. Pretend I said Kiwi. Okay then, here we go. Kicking off Raw tonight with some women's tag action. Peyton Royce, Millie McKenzie. Starting this match, Millie McKenzie and Rhea Ripley have a tag team match at Elimination Chamber against the former champions, the Horsewomen. As the Horsewomen use their rematch. Their leader, Shayna Baszler, now the new SmackDown Women's Champion. I'm sure it'll get reported over on the Blue Brand, but Ronda Rousey having to take a leave of absence due to an injury. I'm sure that Paul Heyman or somebody over on SmackDown will go into more detail about that. But for now, Millie McKenzie and Peyton Royce battling it out in this first match, this opening match on the Raw show. And now Irish whip into the Ikonics corner. We could be seeing the first tag of the night. Here we go. So we do have a tag team match later on tonight for the men of Raw. We're going to be seeing the Revival take on the Street Profits. Also new champions, the Revival. Some nice tag team kicks there. And then look at Billie Kay mocking one of the champions with that wave. She might come to regret that. They might be looking for another quick tag though. As Billie Kay sets up for a suplex. McKenzie wriggles out of it though. And she's caught Billie Kay into a German suplex. Deflecting an elbow there. And accidentally knocked her tag team partner Peyton Royce off the side of the apron. As Millie McKenzie, desperate to deliver that elbow, almost sent herself flying out of the ring. With the sheer velocity of it. There's a super kick. And we could be seeing the beginning of a very quick end. As Millie McKenzie throws Billie Kay into the corner of Rhea Ripley. And now setting up for that power slam suplex combo. There it is. The referee arguing with Peyton Royce. The Ikonics are actually on top of this match at the moment, which is fairly surprising after their stumble of a start, but they seem to have turned the tables on McKenzie and Ripley using very quick, fast-paced tags. One of them jumping in, one of them jumping out, and Billie Kay almost jumped out there. She rolls out of that sidewalk slam. And look at this Rana head scissors. We don't see Billie Kay pulling out moves like that very often. The Ikonics being very impressive and could be setting themselves up for a future championship opportunity post-Elimination Chamber. And a grand amplitude by McKenzie and Ripley, almost taking out Billie Kay with it there. She's got to stop her from making that hot tag. What a move. And McKenzie seems to have switched targets with Peyton Royce now in the ring rather than Billie Kay. Looked to be setting up for that flip pile driver in the corner, but Peyton Royce got the reversal on it. Set herself up for a very different move though as she gets guillotined on that middle rope. Millie McKenzie getting all fired up now. Taking advantage of the fact that Billie Kay is out at ringside, unable to help her teammate out. And now here we go. Super kick to the knee. We've seen that before. Flip pile driver. Followed up by a pin. Referee 1, 2, 3, that is it. Ripley and Mackenzie get their first win after becoming champions. And now a little bit of a bout between Cody Rhodes and Triple H. Both men have picked superstars to wrestle on their behalf on the road to Elimination Chamber before they have their match. And it looks like Triple H has picked Noam Dar, someone who he thinks could be the future of the company, and so far I would have to agree. Noam Dar's been incredibly impressive this season, and was last season. Former Super Junior champion and former Intercontinental champion, and there's a good chance he could win this match. So if your name's Cody Rhodes, who do you pick to fight on your behalf? He's got a lot of friends to choose from, and he's picked Joey Ryan. Of course he has. So Joey Ryan is back on the red brand and hits a thunderous enziguri on Noam Dar, and then taunting Triple H with that DX chop. Oh my god, and receives a forearm for his troubles. We don't know whether one of these men will get something in the future if they win this matchup, but it will certainly prove who has better taste in wrestling friends, I guess. Joey Ryan, not known for putting on some of the best matches ever, but he's certainly been places. He challenged for the NXT Championship last season against Trent Seven on an episode of Raw, when we had a little NXT showcase back then. There's a DDT reversal, taking down Joey Ryan, and now Noam Dar showing off to Cody Rhodes at ringside. I don't know if you'd want to get on the wrong side of your GM. There's a crucifix roll-up, and Joey Ryan manages to just kick out. Noam Dar almost stole the victory from him in a very humiliating way. Went for a drop kick but missed, and now Noam Dar almost toying with Joey Ryan. And now Joey Ryan dumped to the outside there. Cody Rhodes looked to be going round to, I guess, consoling his friend, give him a little bit of moral support, but it's not going to help. And now Cody Rhodes distracting Noam Dar, warning him. Oh my god, there's a drop kick, warning that you shouldn't get on the wrong side of your general manager. It's almost like a civil war happening here on Raw. And a bell clap there, knocking Noam Dar, but Noam Dar with these sharp back elbow strikes, almost like bullets to the face of Joey Ryan, as Noam Dar continues to work on the legs. He took him out with a drop kick to the knee earlier in the match. There's a drop kick though. You don't see Joey Ryan leave his feet that often, but when he does, it is quite impressive. There's a super kick. Uh-oh. Into a boobplex. Oh, Stephanie McMahon is not too happy about that boobplex. Not the kind of move you want on your daytime TV. As Noam Dar throws Joey Ryan into the Tree of Woe position. Kick to the chest, and now going for a quick pinfall. But Joey Ryan kicks out. Oh, and Joey Ryan just manages to kick out at 2. Irish whip into the ropes there. Oh my god, targeting the knee again. The brutal leg attacks by Noam Dar. Had knee injuries of his own, and now looking to inflict some onto Joey Ryan, who manages to reverse. There's an arm drag. Super kick into yet another, clearly Stephanie McMahon's favourite move, the boobplex. And another enziguri. Joey Ryan is really going off on one, or at least he was, until Stephanie got involved again, distracting Joey Ryan. At least long enough for Noam Dar to capitalise somewhat. And now in that corner where Cody Rhodes is stood, Noam Dar stomping on Joey Ryan, sending a message to Cody Rhodes that his time as GM is not going to be very long. as now he hits that brutal Scottish sickle. But Joey Ryan managing to capitalise. Drop kick to a downed Dar who was trying to recover. Dar rolls to the ring apron there where the LED board is. Stiff punch there to Noam. Oh my god, DDT, and a brutal one at that. There's now Stephanie McMahon again on the ringside, distracting Joey Ryan, determined to not let Noam Dar get humiliated by Joey Ryan here. German suplex of his own, and now Cody Rhodes getting involved in this matchup. Noam Dar looks to be setting up for that enziguri that he likes to finish matches off of. Oh, but Joey Ryan with the reversal. And now into the corner Dar goes. We've seen Joey Ryan do a couple of top rope corner moves, but there's one in particular that he likes to try and finish matches with, and that is paying homage to his former tag partner Candice LeRae with a mustache ride. Unsure if we'll actually see it though. And now Joey Ryan going to the top rope. Oh my god! A massive seated senton by Joey Ryan, getting the crowd all fired up. And now again throwing Noam Dar into a corner, trying to get him up to that top turnbuckle to give him a little taste of the mustache ride. There's a forearm to the throat, and it looks like he might be able to do it. Avalanche neckbreaker, there it is. 1, 2, and Joey Ryan defeats Noam Dar in an upset victory. And now moving on to some more tag team action as the Street Profits come out looking to pick up a win. They've been fairly unsuccessful this season. They've been fairly good at the beginning of the season when we saw that colossal performance by Montez Ford. However, since then they have stooped very, very low. And who else could they prove themselves against other than the Raw Tag Team Champions themselves, the Revival, who won those belts in a TLC match just before Hell in a Cell, the Go Home Raw show, and they'll be facing the Ascension, or Code of Honor, at Elimination Chamber. So Dash Wilder, Angelo Dawkins starting things off, collar and elbow tie-up. Dash Wilder known for being pretty damn technical when it comes to the wrestling biz. Angelo Dawkins, I'm not so sure about, but he seems to be going toe-to-toe pretty well with Dash Wilder, who he now has grounded in a, I guess, some sort of wrist lock or armbar. Trying to deal some early damage. Kick to the gut, though, by Dash Wilder. First tag made by Angelo Dawkins to Montez Ford. Now, in terms of the Raw Tag Division, it's pretty stacked at the moment with teams such as Imperium, Mustache Mountain, the Revival, Street Profits, the Young Bucks. We've seen all appear, Code of Honor. We've got a lot of tag teams that are all deserving of some decent opportunities. And in terms of the pecking order, it seems like at the top of that list, just below the Revival and Code of Honor, is actually the Young Bucks after their impressive debut and their win last week against Imperium. But we'll see how they fare in future weeks and see if they can win themselves a #1 contenders match to face the future champions. I'm sure plenty of people would love to see the Revival versus the Young Bucks, but we'll have to see whether or not we get the privilege of seeing that match. Montez with a reversal. There's a back elbow. Oh my god, targeting the leg again of Montez Ford, who's got to be feeling very, very weak in the knees. Tag made to Dash Wilder, as now the Revival, Shatter Machine on Montez Ford. Angelo Dawkins is out of the ring. And that is it, the Revival pick up a win. And now it's time for the main event. A 5-pack challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Marty Scurll is not using his rematch clause just yet. He's taking a little bit of a break from competing in-ring, just in-ring showings, I guess. Taking a little bit of a break. Are we on? No, we're not on the default Raw. It looks a lot like the default Raw. I've spent this entire show trying to figure it out. But we've got Seth Rollins. These are the 5 men that will be competing in the Chamber match with Pete Dunne. And 1/3, possibly 1/4, maybe even 1/5 of Code of Honor. We're not quite sure how expansive Code of Honor actually is. We've heard Corbin's theme used every so often, but we've not actually seen him make an appearance yet. And we know that Bray Wyatt's got some sort of involvement, who's made it into the SmackDown WWE Championship Chamber. But we know for certain Aleister Black is the leader of at least the Raw side of Code of Honor. And he could enter that pay-per-view with Championship Gold. Something that he has been unsuccessful in gaining so far in Universe Mode. And one of Pete Dunne's allies in the Chamber, Tyler Bate, will he cost Pete Dunne the match? Will he help Pete Dunne retain? Will Pete Dunne make it past a year? We know guaranteed he's going to make it to a year. Will Tyler Bate have any sort of influence on whether or not he makes it past a year? And here he comes, the person that beat Marty Scurll for the belt, EC3, in his first defence. If I was him, I'd be feeling a little bit nervous. However, EC3 has got bragging rights. He has pinned Brock Lesnar in the past during a very, very similar match. And now the final man, the last man to qualify against Jinder Mahal last week in an excellent match, an excellent returning match. We weren't quite sure who was going to win. It was any man's game. And an old adversary of Aleister Black. These two had a mega feud just a couple of months ago before SummerSlam. So here we go, 5-pack. Aleister Black goes straight after EC3. We know that Dolph Ziggler wants Pete Dunne one-on-one, and getting into that chamber was the best bet of getting Pete Dunne one-on-one. They might end up starting the matchup. We don't know which order the superstars are actually going to enter that chamber match. It's going to be completely randomised aside from Pete Dunne, who will be forced to start at number 1. But we may see Dolph Ziggler earn himself an opportunity to face Pete Dunne at WWE No Man's Land, which is the December pay-per-view. EC3 being very, very wise and standing on the outside as Aleister Black and Tyler Bate go at it and Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins go at it. Weapon already involved in this matchup. As mentioned, it's a 5-pack challenge, meaning that there is an elimination. There is an elimination aspect to it. So it will come down to just 2 men battling it out for the IC belt. EC3 doesn't even have to be in that final 2 men. And EC3 now carrying Tyler Bate. This could end very badly, but Aleister Black with a punch to the back of the head, I think he realised that Aleister Black thinks he can take out Tyler Bate anyway. Taking down that table that EC3 had previously set up just in front of the announcers table. Looks like it's also Falls Count Anywhere. So nowhere is safe. EC3 probably not going to be hiding on the outside now, knowing that he can get pinned. And now EC3 looking to get rid of Dolph Ziggler the same way that he had tried to get rid of Tyler Bate, but Ziggler throwing punches at EC3. These two battling it out in what is essentially a singles match as Aleister Black and Tyler Bate battle it out on the outside next to a downed Rollins. Now Rollins locking in a single leg Boston Crab. Tyler Bate and Aleister Black on the outside. working on each other's limbs as Ziggler takes a moment, looking to capitalise with a drop kick to the back of EC3, possibly to the back of the head. There's a famouser, and EC3 managing to roll out of the ring. As now these three men battle it out. Tyler Bate delivering European uppercuts left, right and centre. Ziggler and... oh my god, Ziggler and Black super kick. That could be Black gone. And it is. Aleister Black fails yet again to take out Dolph Ziggler. And look at Tyler Bate. Oh my god. With that Northern Light suplex into the brainbuster. The table got knocked down again. Aleister Black not leaving the ringside area just yet. Still trying to recover from that super kick. The switching music. Seth Rollins eats a chunk of that table from EC3, who now sets it up in the middle of the ring. And Ziggler now retrieving a chair. Oh my god, EC3 though managed to see him before he got clacked around the back of the head with that chair. Lifting up Ziggler. Could be looking to dump him through that table. Oh! And that was a very, very, very rough connection there. As EC3 sets up for the 1%er. There's the knee strike, but he missed. EC3 missed, and now Seth Rollins with a curb stomp. But Ziggler rolls out. EC3 capitalises on Seth Rollins. Looking to maybe pick up a sneaky win. Oh my god, and Tyler Bate interrupts. EC3 quickly scurrying out of the ring as Tyler Bate shows off his feat of strength. Oh my god. And EC3 maybe trying to bribe the referee to get himself out of this match without losing the championship. Almost eaten a super kick. Oh my god, he managed to dodge out the way of it. That could have been the end for EC3 if Dolph Ziggler had connected with it, which he wasn't able to. And now EC3 with a 1%er. Pinfall attempt on Dolph Ziggler. 1, 2. And he's pinned Dolph Ziggler. It comes down to Rollins, Bate and EC3. One of these men will enter that Elimination Chamber match with the IC Championship. And Tyler Bate now back in this, but gets picked up by Seth Rollins and dumped onto the kendo stick. And now Rollins with a curb stomp. And EC3 looking to capitalise with a roll up. 1, 2. Oh my god, and Rollins kicks out at 2 somehow. But Bate's still out of it. 1, 2. A Bate is gone instead, but Rollins has recovered. It's come down to a one-on-one between Seth Rollins and EC3. And now EC3 was looking to get all fired up, but was unsuccessful in doing so. And Rollins, with a fire lit beneath him, single underhook facebuster. And Rollins, curb stomp to the champion. 1, 2. And EC3 kicks out at 2. Seth Rollins continuing to get all fired up. Those forearms to the face of EC3 and then a sling blade. And now Seth Rollins looking for one final suplex. Falcon Arrow off of the top turnbuckle to EC3. I believe we've seen 3 so far. And following it through, there it is. 1, 2. And it's enough to put EC3 away. What a grueling and brutal match. Seth Rollins covered in blood, but he doesn't care. He's won the Raw mid-card title and he's going to go to Elimination Chamber with it. His first singles win.